What's up, guys? So this is gonna be not just a day in the life, this is gonna be a whole weekend. So I had sparring this morning. What time is it? I think it's nearly 2 p.m. Yeah, so it's 2 p.m. Oh, I actually didn't put it in the maps. I hope I'm going the right way. I am. So I'm driving over to Castle Hill. We got another half an hour to go. So yeah, did sparring this morning, 8 to 9, did some labor work. And now got the whole weekend doing a little bit of a road trip. So road trip time, pretty sick. Gonna go to this place called Castle Hill. I'll pull up this picture right now. So, it doesn't really show up. Anyways, I don't know if you can see that. Should be cool. Get some little mountains. I can already see some mountains right now, so I'm not sure if that's where I'm going, but it's looking pretty cool. So anyways, gonna do that. Gonna do some hikes in there. Gonna do a bunch of running, bunch of shadowboxing, reviewing. Just trying to be present, work on, I have some fights coming up. So I just really want to get in tune with myself emotionally and physically. So gonna do a lot of training, a lot of shadowboxing, lots of visualizing. I really want to work on that mental side. So get going to my next few fights with some better game plans. And yeah, so that's the plan this weekend. And what better way to do that than in nature? So first of all, we're going to Castle Hill, gonna do a hike there. And then what's the itinerary after that? I made this with ChatGPT, to be honest with you. Godsend. I hate AI, but anyways, it's quite useful. Then we're going to Cave Stream Scenic Reserve, and I think there's somewhere around there that I can do as well. But anyways, then we're gonna go through there, and then there's a few lakes. Check out the lakes. Maybe go for a cold dip. I'm not sure. Depends how cold it is. If it's not that cold, it's not worth it, but if it's quite cold, I will. Then there's Arthur's Pass, that's where we're going, so we're gonna go through there. I see Mount White Bridge, so probably check that out. Don't know what that is. And then, there's some hikes and some scenic lookouts around there, so we're gonna do all that. Tomorrow, we're gonna go to Hammer Springs, get a little bit of, it's like 24 bucks for a sale tomorrow, so gonna do that. It's gonna be pretty cool. Anyways, that's the plan for this weekend. Oh, and the last day we're gonna go to somewhere called Lewis Pass. Where that is, I have no idea. But anyways, gonna do that, gonna check out some waterfalls and do all that. So, let's go.
All right, so I didn't record it on this because, as you can see, lots of hail. Actually, I don't know if you can even see it on the camera, but I'm being hailed on, and it was also raining where I did it. But I did a cold plunge at was it Lake Snyder or something like that? I didn't know that lake was there, but like I said, wanted to do a cold plunge, so ran in. I was only in there for probably, we'll say 10 seconds, but it was good. And just got warmed up, ran out in the flip-flops, came back, dried my shorts off, put a bunch of clothes on, heat up, and bam, it was golden. It was a little bit of a run. It was probably about a 50-meter run, and then I had to go probably another 10 meters just to get in so I could submerge myself. That kind of sucked. But aside from that and the run back, fun time. So weekend's off to a good start.
As you can see, we are now at Arthur's Pass. So, pretty cool. It is obviously quite foggy, so we can't see everything perfectly. Let me make sure this mic's still working. Hello. Yep, awesome. So yeah, this is Arthur's Pass. This is my first time here. Quite cool. Got a nice little sign. What's this? Boom. Arthur's Pass National Park. Anyways, quite cool. So yeah, where are we in our journey so far? So we went to Castle Hill. Well, that was a real cool spot. Lots of cool rocks, some cool history there. So went there, probably spent about an hour there. Boom, boom, lots of shadowboxing. Yeah, just explored and did some shadowboxing pretty much. That's all. And then since then I've been driving. Haven't really done much else, to be honest. Not much on the way. Went to White Bridge. I don't know, White Bridge something. You can pull up the clip here. I thought it was on Google Maps. It looked like it was some sort of scenic lookout. It was nothing special. It was literally just a white bridge. And you got to go down some small ass gravel road just to get to. Luckily, no one else was on there, so I didn't come across anyone. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit of a squeeze. But anyways, ticked it off, so now I know not to go back. But yeah, gonna do a bit of shadowboxing here, get warm, and then actually, nah, it's probably gonna get dark soon. So I'm gonna go try and see if I can get this Devil's Water Bowl hike or something, whatever it is. I'm gonna try and get that in because hopefully I can see that waterfall, because that would be quite cool. And then we'll find somewhere to sleep near Arthur's Pass, which is what we're in. But I guess there's some village or the main part of Arthur's Pass is up there. I'm just parked at some random lookout. So gonna go to the main spot and hopefully find somewhere cool.
full of advice.
Alright, what's up guys? So as you can see, we are lying on the roof of my car, which I got up from my side door. My seat is fully reclined, so I just use that as a little bit of a ladder. But anyways, we are, I think I'm parked up at Lake Porua, something like that. I'm still really bad with pronouncing, I'm not good with pronouncing the names in New Zealand, to be honest with you. I can't roll my R's very well. Porura. It's embarrassing. I've been here too long. I still can't. I've tried. I genuinely have. I can't. Anyways, got a pretty good view, as you can see. Just waiting for the sunrise. That's why I decided to camp out at this lake. But yeah, we got a nice full moon, if you can see that. It was right over there, which was glaring right in the car window. So that was kind of lame. But it was very bright. It wasn't dark at all last night. Like it was dark, but once I got here, it wasn't that dark. And I don't know, it wasn't pitch black at any point. It was always bright enough that I could see around. Just obviously I couldn't see many of the finite details that I can now. So anyways, this is a pretty cool place. I'm parked in this little building. It's clearly some sort of, I don't know, maybe it was a barn or a house before, I don't really know. But anyways, that's where we're situated. And yeah, not sure the plans for today. Gonna watch the sunrise, and then I'll probably go for a bit of a run, and then we'll probably go find somewhere cooler to go for a run, and then that's the plan. We'll figure it out from there. Well guys, we're at Lake Bruner. We just recorded a little YouTube video about my time and how in New Zealand and how it's benefited me and why it's the best thing I ever done moving over here. So made that little video, 13 minutes. Battery's gonna die, so I gotta go charge that as I drive. But yeah, another beautiful lake. We've seen 2 lakes so far. It is, I think, about 8 a.m., 8:41 a.m. So we're in Moana right now, so that's pretty cool. Came here honestly for the name. And yeah, we're just gonna drive through some mountain pass now. I don't know where the next spot is, but we're just gonna drive until we see something cool and we'll stop along the way. Alright guys, I see a beautiful little spot. What are we thinking? Cold plunge? Alright, so we're in the Lewis Pass. We have the Tarn Walk, that's what I just did. 1 minute, that was right there. And then we have the Alpine Nature Walk, should be 20-minute loop, so could do that in 10 minutes, probably about. So yeah, gonna go do that, that's around, well, 830 meters. Never mind, that'll take 6-7 minutes going at a slow pace. So yeah, go do that and I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, so we are now in Hammer Springs. This is gonna be, I think, the last location before I go home. But yeah, got the cold plunge in. Didn't make a video since I'm talking, but it went really well. Honestly, didn't feel as cold as I thought it would, so that was kind of disappointing. But anyways, got this sick little view here. Boom, nice little lookout spot. Gonna go over there next, see what all that buzz is about. There's some, probably can't see, there's some benches there. But anyways, pretty cool spot, so I'm gonna go check that out. I do have service, so gonna send some text messages I need to confirm for my work tomorrow. So perfect, get to do some of my work in a beautiful spot like this, so can't complain about that. But anyways, hopefully we can get down and do another hike, because otherwise I'm gonna make it dark first, so may do another second hike in the dark like last night, but otherwise it's not a bad one to finish this off on. So we got here, so here's Hossack view, Hossack, I don't know, boom, not bad. And then this way better view. Got this little bench over here, pretty chill. Man, if I live nearby here, come up here like almost every day, I swear. Come up here and do a lot of the work I need. Boom. Do some journaling, so that's gonna be the plan now. Gonna do some journaling, some meditating, and just really working some visualizing. Have some fights coming up, so I wanna really get deep in myself spiritually for that. So lots of visualizing, some journaling, plan out my week, and just enjoy this beautiful scenery. So anyways, boom, that's the Conical Hill Trail Walk. Let's see where we go next. We are still at the top of Conical Hill. Just gonna get some clips I can use. How do I put quotes and stuff over the background? So, all right, there's me. But anyways, guys, I would strongly recommend training in a mountain because I don't think there's any time where I feel more in tune with my body than when I'm out in nature. Especially when it's somewhere that looks cool. I know that sounds dumb, but this is a sick environment, sick scenery. So I feel like I'm training. I feel like I'm the dragon warrior, you know? So anyways, find a cool spot to train and boom. Yeah, just get in nature, feel present, go somewhere that makes you feel cool, feel like a warrior, and train hard. So anyways, that's the plan. I'm gonna train for about 30-60 minutes up here until it starts getting dark, and then yeah, I'll go for a jog down, get to the bottom, see if we can find another hike to do before it gets too dark. But I feel like by the time I leave here, it's probably gonna be dark. We'll see. It's only about 3:20 p.m. right now, so maybe I can go more. Anyways, yeah. So as you can see, this hike kind of loops around. That's kind of how it goes the whole way up. What I did is I just went straight down. As you can see, it's quite muddy. So I was literally sliding down this whole thing. I almost fell many times, but I didn't. I kind of slid and I would run into a tree on purpose so that I wouldn't fall down, kind of slide and then body check the tree. Yeah, they saved me. So I made it down, saved like 20 minutes just by running straight down and sliding and skating. Tons of fun, a little dangerous though.
All right, so trip is over. Had a really good days of traveling. Just gonna make sure this audio is working. Yep, but yeah, so really good 2 days of travel. We went through a bunch of lakes, Runner Lake, something else lake, which is what we slept at. I don't know, some random field. Did some stargazing on the roof, bent the roof, which Google did say might happen, but I was like, nah, it's too fucking fat, it happened. So anyways, almost fell asleep on the roof actually, but I had a monster not too long before, so I think that's what it was, why I couldn't sleep, which I didn't realize until the next day. Anyways, yeah, visited a bunch of lakes, went through Arthur's Pass, Lewis Pass, Hammer Springs, did a bunch of walks, you know. One of them was in the dark, couldn't see shit, and you could probably see less on the camera, but overall, awesome time. Honestly, the whole time I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, I love this. This is amazing. I feel so happy. I legitimately had those thoughts to myself, and I was thinking it over and over and over. So yeah, I love it. Honestly, fighting, being in nature, and being with family and stuff, those are the three things that make me the most happy. So, you know, this time I gotta be in nature and, you know, work some shadowboxing and fighting. So, you know, two awesome things together. Fortunately, I was on my own, so I didn't have any family or anything, but there were upsides to that as well. It was very good for just getting in tune with myself spiritually, and yeah, it was really good. Plenty of thinking space, you know, try to stay as disconnected as possible, so that was really good. Anyways, awesome trip. Definitely gonna start doing some weekly hikes or something just to get in that routine. It's gonna make me feel better. It's gonna make me more productive when I'm actually in the grind of things. So I really think that's the best. I think that's the best thing I could have done, was do that little travel trip. So I feel great and excited to explore more of this beautiful country. Anyways, thanks for watching the vlog. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.